Let me tell you something right now. The three most powerful words you can ever say to yourself are, I can do it. Not my mama, not my daddy, not my friends. Because when you wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror, the person staring back is the only one who can push you forward or hold you back. The truth is, you already got the strength. You already got the power. You just got to stop doubt and start declaring, I can do it. Because once you believe it, you can move mountains. You can break through walls and you can turn your dream into reality. When you wake up each morning and face the day ahead, the very first thing that matters is belief. Not belief in the world, not belief in luck, not even belief in what others say about you. It is belief in yourself, in your own strength, in your own voice. When you tell yourself, I can do it, you are making a promise to your heart. You are declaring that no matter what comes your way, you are capable of moving forward. Belief is not something that comes from outside approval. It is born inside you. And once you unlock it, there's no limit to what you can achieve. There are times when doubt will creep into your mind. You may hear voices around you telling you that your dream is too big, that your ability is too small, or that the path is too hard. These voices may come from others, and sometimes they may even come from within. But when you stand tall and whisper to yourself, I can do it, you fight back against the weight of doubt. You give yourself permission to rise, to grow, to reach for more than what seems safe. That belief becomes the light that guides you when the world feels dark. Now think about the people who have achieved greatness in life. None of them started with everything figured out. None of them had a perfect path laid out before them. What they had was belief. They had an unshakable conviction that they could do it. Even when the evidence said otherwise, that belief gave them courage to step forward. It gave them strength to face rejection, to face failure, to face the pain that comes with chasing something bigger than yourself. Belief is the seed that grows into action, and without it, dreams remain only dreams. Believing in yourself also means forgiving yourself when you stumble. It means understanding that falling is not the end. It is simply a part of the climb. Too many people stop after they fall once or twice. They convince themselves that maybe they were not meant for the dream they wanted. But the truth is, the dream was never lost. Only their belief was. When you remind yourself, I can do it, even after failure, you breathe life back into your vision. You give yourself another chance to prove that you are stronger than the fall. Belief is not loud. It does not always show up in grand speeches or dramatic gestures. Often it is quiet. It is the small whisper in your mind when you are tired. It is the push that tells you to get up one more time when you feel drained. It is the reason you do not give up when others expect you to. And every time you listen to that voice, it grows stronger. Every time you honor that belief, you step closer to becoming the person you know you can be. So when you face the moments of doubt, speak to yourself with power. Tell yourself, I can do it. Not once, not twice, but every single day. Let those words sink into your heart until they become a part of who you are. Because the moment you truly believe, the moment you truly accept that truth, you will see doors open where walls once stood, and you will see a strength in yourself that you never imagined was possible. Confidence does not grow in silence or waiting. Confidence grows the moment you decide to take action. Even if the step feels small, even if fear lingers in the back of your mind, saying I can do it is powerful, but proving it through action is what makes those words come alive. When you move forward despite fear, you are teaching yourself that your strength is greater than hesitation. Every single step, no matter how uncertain, adds to your courage and builds the foundation for your future. Fear will try to stop you. It whispers reasons why you should stay where you are, why you should not take risks, why you should not dream too big. But fear is only strong if you let it hold the steering wheel of your life. The truth is, the very thing you are afraid of is often the exact path that will lead you toward growth. When you take action anyway, you weaken fear's control over you. You remind yourself that you are in charge, that you are capable of walking through discomfort to reach something greater. Think about the first time you tried something new. Maybe it was standing in front of people to speak. Maybe it was starting a project that felt far too big. Maybe it was simply making a choice that others doubted. In that moment, your heart probably raced, your hands might have shaken, and your mind questioned if you were ready. But once you moved forward, once you actually stepped into the moment, something inside you shifted. You realized that fear was not as powerful as you thought. You realized that action brought strength that waiting could never give. Action is also the proof of belief. You can say, I can do it every day. But if you never step forward, those words remain empty. When you act, you turn belief into reality. Each effort is evidence that you are serious about your dream. Each moment of action is a reminder to yourself that you are not just hoping, you are building. And when others see your actions, they too begin to believe not only in your vision, but in your determination to see it through. Action does not always mean giant leaps. Often it is the small daily choices that shape the course of your life. Waking up early to work on your craft, staying focused when distractions pull at you, pushing through when your energy is low. These simple decisions may seem small in the moment, but together they create a powerful momentum that cannot be ignored. The mountain is climbed not in one jump, but in countless steps. And each step says, I can do it louder than any words ever could. The beautiful thing about action is that it changes who you are. With each decision to move forward, you become stronger, more confident, more certain of your path. The same challenges that once terrified you begin to feel manageable. The same doubts that once held you down begin to fade. Action transforms fear into confidence and doubt into progress. So when hesitation rises in your heart, remember that waiting will never build courage. Courage is born in the doing. Tell yourself, I can do it. Then take the step, however small, however shaky, because every act of courage becomes a brick in the foundation of your dream. And before long, you will look back and see how far you have come, all because you chose to act. When fear tried to stop you, life will never be free of challenges. At every stage, there will be obstacles that test your patience, your strength, and your belief in yourself. These challenges are not there to break you. They are there to shape you. When you remind yourself, I can do it in the middle of difficulty, you change the meaning of the struggle. You stop seeing it as a wall, blocking your way, and begin to see it as a teacher showing you the way forward. Every problem carries a lesson. Sometimes the lesson is patience, sometimes it is persistence, and sometimes it is humility. You may not understand it in the moment because pain can cloud your vision. But if you look back at the hardest times in your life, you will notice that they gave you strength you did not know you had. They revealed parts of you that were hidden until the challenge brought them out. Without the challenge, you might never have known what you were capable of. There is beauty in realizing that difficulties are part of the journey, not a sign to quit. When something does not go your way, it is easy to believe that it is a signal to stop, but often it is a signal to adjust, to learn, and to move forward with greater wisdom. Every champion you admire has walked through failure. Every success story has chapters of struggle and disappointment. What separates those who reach their dreams from those who give up is that the ability to see the challenge as a stepping stone instead of a barrier. Think about a seed buried in the soil. To grow, it must push against the weight of the dirt above it. It must stretch through darkness before it ever sees the sun. The weight does not destroy it. It makes it stronger, and it prepares it to stand tall when it breaks through the surface. You're no different. The challenges pressing on you are not meant to bury you. They are meant to prepare you for your moment to rise. Now, when you face struggles, you may feel tired, defeated, and even question your worth. That is when it matters most to say, I can do it. Those words become your anchor, reminding you that the struggle is not permanent. The pain will pass, but the strength you gain will remain. With every obstacle you overcome, your confidence grows, and the next challenge feels a little lighter because you have proof of what you can handle. Challenges also remind you that success is meaningful. If everything came easily, you would not value the victory. It is the sweat, the sacrifice, and the long nights that make the achievement taste sweeter. The climb makes the view worth it. The battle makes the victory powerful. Without the struggle, the triumph would feel empty. So when challenges come, do not turn away. Look at them with courage, learn from them, and push through them. Tell yourself again and again, I can do it. Because each challenge you face is not evidence that you are weak. It is proof that you are on a path worth walking. And every lesson learned along the way is shaping you into the person who will not only reach the dream, but will have the strength to hold it. Focus is the fire that keeps a dream alive. Without it, energy scatters, time slips away, and distractions steal the very moments that could have carried you closer to your goal. When you say, I can do it, those words must be followed by to stay focused. There will always be noise around you. Some of it will come from people who doubt you. Some will come from the endless demands of life. And some will rise from your own thoughts trying to pull you off. Focus is the choice to quiet the noise and give your heart fully to what truly matters. Distractions are powerful because they do not always appear as problem. They can appear as comfort, as entertainment, or even as opportunities that do not serve your purpose. Focus is about discipline, the ability to say no to what looks easy so you can say yes to what brings growth. Every time you choose your goal over distraction, you strengthen your determination. Every time you remind yourself, I can do it, and stay on track, you take another step toward the life you imagine. The path of focus is not always exciting. It is often made of routines, repeated actions, and long stretches of patience. But it is in those quiet and steady moments that dreams are built. A musician does not master their craft on stage, but in countless hours of practice. An athlete does not achieve greatness only on the day of competition, but in the discipline of daily training. Success is rarely about one dramatic moment. It is about consistent focus that adds up over time. When life feels overwhelming, focus gives you clarity. Instead of being pulled in 100 directions, you remind yourself of one clear purpose. You stop asking how much you can do at once. Start asking, what is the one thing you must do now? That simple shift in thinking can transform chaos into progress. It allows you to pour your full energy into what matters most. And with that level of attention, results always come. Focus also means protecting your mind. You cannot allow negativity, comparison, or doubt to live reign-free in your head. If you constantly measure your journey against others, you will lose sight of your own path. If you fill your thoughts with fear of failure, you will rob yourself of the chance to succeed. Staying focused requires that you speak life into your vision, that you surround yourself with voices that lift you, and that you keep your eyes fixed on the horizon of your own dream. The power of focus is that it transforms. I can do it from a phrase into a reality. It ensures that your belief does not get lost in distractions, that your courage is not wasted on meaningless tasks, and that your energy is directed towards something lasting. Focus turn to unstoppable progress. So when the world pulls you in different directions, stand firm in your vision. When comfort tempts you to stop, remember the dream that burns inside you. Tell yourself, I can do it, and let that conviction guard your focus. Because when your eyes stay on the goal and your heart stays committed, no distraction, no doubt, and no delay can keep you from reaching what you were meant to achieve. Every dream begins with a simple decision to believe. The words I can do it are not just a phrase. They are a declaration of who you are and who you are becoming. When you choose to believe in your strength, When you take action, even in fear, when you learn from challenges instead of running from them, and when you keep your focus on the vision ahead, you create a life of meaning and purpose. The path will not always be smooth. There will be doubt, there will be failure, and there will be moments when giving up seems easier. But every time you rise, every time you push forward, you prove to yourself that the voice inside you is stronger than the noise around you. You do not need permission from the world to succeed. You need conviction within yourself to keep moving. And so as you walk forward, carry those 3 words like a shield and a promise. Speak them in the morning when the day feels heavy. Speak them at night when your spirit feels tired. Speak them in the middle of every struggle and every triumph. I can do it. Say it until it becomes a part of your heartbeat. Because the moment you believe it fully, nothing can stop you from reaching the life you were created to live.